Customizing and personalizing projects such as mugs, awards plaques, photo panels, and apparel is a very popular and profitable industry. Now, much of the success is thanks to the process of sublimation. Now, this is the process where your printed inks are heated into a gaseous state and then pressed into the surface of your substrate or your blank item. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the world of sublimation and cover everything you're going to need to get your business started. Now, at the heart of every sublimation business is your sublimation printer. We don't believe that there's one perfect printer for everyone, so we're going to kick off this video by talking about how to choose the right printer for you. One of the primary factors to consider when choosing your new printer is the maximum print size. The Sawgrass SG500 has a maximum print size of 8.5 by 14 inches. This means you could print on mug sheets, A3, letter, and legal sized sheets. This size range is going to be perfect for smaller items like coffee mugs, coasters, photo panels, holiday ornaments, license plates, skinny tumblers up to 20 ounces, and much, much more. The Sawgrass SG1000 has a maximum print size of 11 by 17 inches on its own, but it can be expanded to up to 13 by 19 inches with the separate multi-bypass tray. So in addition to all of the sheet sizes listed for the SG500, the SG1000 can print tabloid on its own and Super B paper with the multi-bypass tray. One way to take advantage of these larger sheet sizes is by printing multiple copies of smaller artwork on a single sheet. Now, you can also create transfers for larger items like your oversized photo panels, awards plaques, and then jumbo graphics for clothing. You can also do those 30-ounce skinny tumblers and much, much more. In some situations, an even larger print area is needed. For large format applications, we have the Sawgrass Virtuoso VJ628. This beast of a machine is used in commercial printing environments. It uses Sawgrass Sublijet inks, but it does not print onto sheets of paper like the SG500 and 1000. Instead, it prints on these huge rolls of sublimation paper up to 24 inches wide. This large print size is great for mass production of sublimation transfers and customizing oversized substrates like your blankets, beach towels, and select sublimation clothing items like underwear, leggings, and more. Now that you've settled on which printer to get, it's time to decide which ink system to use, Sublijet or EasySubli. Both are sublimation inks, but each has its own specialty. Sublijet is an amazing general-purpose sublimation ink that's going to work best for direct sublimation. Now, this is where the ink is pressed directly into the surface of the substrate. Caesar EasySubli is a specialty ink that was designed specifically for Caesar EasySubli printable HTV. It's important to note that both inks work for both applications. Sublijet is compatible with EasySubli printable HTV, but it's going to look best on direct sublimation. EasySubli is compatible with direct sublimation, but it's going to look best on the EasySubli printable HTV. Now, when you're choosing which ink to use, I like to use the 50% rule. If 50% or more of your work is going to be with direct sublimation, go with Sublijet ink. If 50% or more of your work is going to be with Caesar EasySubli printable HTV, go with the EasySubli ink. For more information on EasySubli, be sure to check out our video, which is linked below. There's an elephant in the room that I need to address. If you were to search the internet, you're going to find cheaper sublimation solutions other than what we've showed you. It's not a secret. Now, most of what you're going to find are hacked inkjet printers. And while select inkjet printers can be hacked with third-party sublimation ink kits, they will require more careful setup and extra equipment. Doing this is also going to void the printer's warranty. It's going to require daily maintenance, and you often lack the support down the road should you encounter any issues. And unlike Sawgrass inks, the vast majority of the no-name third-party inks produced overseas are not going to have any safety certifications. Sawgrass ink is designed, manufactured, and rigorously tested in the United States. It's OEKO-TEX certified for safety and CPSIA compliant, which means that it's safe to use for children's clothing. Now, this is important in ensuring that you're offering your customers the best quality and safest products possible. At Heat Press Nation, we wholeheartedly recommend purchasing equipment specifically designed and manufactured for sublimation. It's clearly the better investment with a more efficient and hassle-free experience. In addition, these hack printers don't come with any print management software. Sawgrass sublimation printer kits, on the other hand, come with their own software called Sawgrass Print Manager. Now, this program includes many different profiles and settings for different substrates and papers. All you gotta do is send the image to the print manager, select the appropriate paper and substrate, and then choose whether or not you want to mirror the image. This makes finding the right appearance, color vibrancy, and clarity pretty much automatic. And while we're on the topic of printing, let's talk sublimation paper. Now, the two most popular sublimation papers are TextPrint DT Heavy and DT Light. Each of these papers works best with a specific type of ink, but both are safe to use on any sublimation printer kit regardless of the ink type. Now, we've found that when using a Sawgrass printer with Sublijet UHD ink, DT Heavy paper offers more natural tones ideal for photographs. DT Light further enhances the contrast and saturation of its images, making it great for colorful graphics. The difference is minimal, but we'll put a link to our video comparing the two papers down in the description below so you could choose for yourself. An indispensable element in your sublimation setup is going to be a heat press. There are regular heat presses for flat items like t-shirts, coasters, keychains, and photo panels. To customize drinkware, there are special heat presses with a flexible heating element that wraps around your cylindrical items like coffee mugs, skinny tumblers, shot glasses, and more. And if you want to customize hats, there are machines with curved heating elements specifically designed for hats. There are even multifunction heat presses that have different attachments, which will allow you to customize different styles of substrates with the same machine. For an in-depth look at heat presses and which one is going to be the best for you, check out our heat press buyer's guide linked below. Let's talk about the various sublimation blanks that you have available to you. I'll put it out there right now, you're not able to sublimate everything, and I'll let you know why in a second. But here at Heat Press Nation, we sell a wide variety of sublimation blanks, which are also referred to as substrates or simply just blanks. Now, some blanks are made of ceramic, porcelain, metal, glass, and even a heat-resistant plastic. They also come in many different forms like drinkware, ornaments, apparel, photo panels, gaming pads, and that's just the tip of the sublimation blank iceberg. Sublimation blanks are coated with a special coating at the manufacturing level. Now, there are some products out there where you can coat your own blank, but in our testing, we found that it is extremely difficult and sometimes even impossible to get a professional, even coating on your products as you would find with a sublimation blank that was made for the process. So when you're selecting your blank items, you're going to want to select sublimation blanks that are designed for the process. Unfortunately, you can't go to your local dollar store and pick up just any random product. It does have to be made for sublimation. Okay, I know this is tons of information, but we're almost done. I just want to tell you about a few sublimation supplies that are necessities. We recommend 2 essential supplies for any sublimation setup. First, we have an adhesive of some sort. It could be either heat tape or adhesive spray. And second, parchment paper. Now, heat tape is a practical way to attach sublimation transfers onto hard items like photo panels and coffee mugs. Adhesive spray is much more practical for softer items like apparel or mouse pads. Both adhesive solutions are designed to withstand the high temperatures of sublimation and will help prevent transfers from shifting and blurring. Parchment paper protects your heat press from any transfer materials and ink. It could also be used to stop dye from bleeding through different layers of a garment. These 2 items are absolutely essential for every sublimation business. If you're customizing garments, I would also recommend getting some heat foam or pressing pillows. If you're customizing delicate flat items, let's say glass or ceramic ornaments, I would recommend some heat felt and conductive rubber. The sublimation process is very unique and it's much different from what you'll see possible with any other sort of print method. Standard printer ink and toner technologies don't produce the dye that penetrates the surface of the substrate. Rather, they sit on the surface of that substrate and are held in place by a strong adhesive. Now, the technology of dye sublimation might sound a little complicated, but the process itself is actually quite simple. And best of all, the finished product will have the most vibrant, soft, and permanent imprint possible. We hope the information in this video has been enough to help you choose the right equipment for your sublimation business. However, there are some cases where your needs might be very specific. You might be working with a particular budget, workspace, or product in mind. So for a personalized recommendation, or if you have any questions about the equipment or materials shown in this video, please feel free to give us a call at 800-215-0894. You can also visit us at support.heatpressnation.com. Our friendly representatives will be happy to speak with you and help you get into the right setup for your business specifically. Of course, you can get info and shop anytime at heatpressnation.com.